Hey, Lo-Ryders, it's me, Lois. Happy Sunday. How is everybody? Well, I'm here today to talk about something controversial because I know there's going to be some people that come for my necks, and I'm okay. I'm a big girl. I got my big girl panties on, and I can handle it. But I watched the interview with Nene Leakes and Tamar Braxton. Girl, let me just say this. Tamar, you remember when somebody called you Miss Piggy? And you went to crying and carrying on and saying people are picking on you? That interview is the reason why people pick on you. Because you have not learned how to be gracious and not say nasty, vile things about other human beings, especially your peers. You have not shown an ounce of growth. You have not learned how to be humble. And it could be why your career is not as successful as it should be. Because ain't you been trying to do this for like 95 years? And you know what I'm saying? Okay. And every time I turn around, it seems like you're blaming everyone else for the reason that you act this way. No, the reason you act this way is because of your mother, number one, Miss Evelyn Braxton. Your sisters, number two, the Braxton sisters. And yourself, number three. Because they allowed you to be a brat your entire life. And you thought that upon becoming an adult, that it was okay to just continue with the bratty behavior and just act the flip and dip out for absolutely no reason when nobody's bothering you. You out here cussing folks out and carrying on and calling people names and stuff. That comment you made about Loni Love was totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. I just want to say, check your wig, girl. That's what I want to say. Check your wig. Because it looks like, maybe your edges went into witness protection or something like that. I don't know. Okay? I don't condone talking about people, and especially in a hateful manner. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people like you need to hear the truth and hear what people actually think instead of sitting about, yes, girl, you said that. That was so funny. No, that was not funny. It was not funny at all. Okay? It was not funny. You and Nene both up there sitting there looking like white chicks in my Kenya Moore voice. Okay? Thanks, Kenya Moore. Shout out to Kenya Moore. Woo, woo. Okay? Both of y'all sitting there looking like white chicks. I don't know what the fuck was going on with your outfit, Tamar, okay? I don't know what the hell was going on with your makeup. I don't know what was going on with that half wig that you had on. And I definitely don't know what happened with them ghosted edges, okay? And yeah, I ain't got no edges either. I know I ain't got no edges, but that's because I had mine cut. The barber cut mine. When I cut my hair, now my husband cuts my hair because it's free. But when I was going to Gustave, I allowed him to cut my edges. And I didn't realize how big it made my forehead look. Okay? Because I already got a big forehead. I'm a Brundage. We got big foreheads running our family. Look at my brother. Okay? We got big foreheads already. I don't need nobody fucking with my edges. Okay? And I know I'm not the most beautiful person on the planet. But you know what? When I walk into a room, I can own a room. And I can also compliment the other ladies and gentlemen that are in the room. I am not too cute to give you a compliment. And I'm not going to talk about you and talk about your outfit or any of those things. Like my mama used to say, well, my grandma, because my mom passed when I was 5. My grandma used to say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. And you just always be yapping. You be doing this when you should be doing this. Okay? You doing too much. Because you think that shit is cute. It is not cute. You are 99 years old out here still acting like a junior high school chick who is jealous of everybody who has success, especially Kandi Burruss. Shout out to Kandi. Hey, Kandi girl, Kandi Yams, and my Kenya boy, Kenya Moore boys. Kandi Yams. And it just burns your britches that this woman is so successful and so humble, and she shares the wealth. I don't hear about you doing anything to help anybody. All I hear and see is you taking and taking and taking. And the minute someone calls you a name, you want to cry and say, I'm cutting people off and leave me alone and boopity bop and blippity bloppity bloom. I'm sick of your nonsense. When the fuck are you going to grow up? Okay? Stop talking about other people. Okay, and Loni Love, she ain't giving a flipping dip about what you saying about her because she living her best life. It seems like you're the one that's bothered, okay? You out here acting like Jaguar Wright. You got to tell everybody business, even if you don't know it, you going to make something up. And Nene, you co-signed that bullshit. Did you look in the motherfucking mirror, girl? Did you look in the mirror? I'm sorry. Did you look in the motherfucking mirror? Your nose didn't match your face. Your makeup did not match your neckline, your hands, or your chest area, okay? And you out here talking about other people. And I don't understand it. And even if you didn't say it directly, you laughed at it and you thought that was good. You thought that was funny. And I'm here for your talk show. I want to see you succeed. I definitely want to see you succeed because you did get on my nerves once you let Real Housewives of Atlanta go to your head and you thought you was bigger and better than everybody else. You let that go to your head, and little by little it just started turning me off. Now you came back on the scene, and the reason people are supporting you is because they want to see the great fun Nene. They don't want to see the evil Nene, the one that talks about people in a nasty what's the word I'm looking at? Disparaging way. They don't want to see that. They want to just see you being light and chipper and that fun shade. We like the fun shade. It's okay to have fun shade. But just talking about people's appearances is not okay. And once again, did you check your mirror before you left your house? Did you check your mirror? And I don't understand what was wrong with the nose because it didn't look like it belonged with the rest of the face. And the face definitely didn't look like it went with the body. Okay? Whoever your makeup artist is, you're going to need to fire them. And then the one that you had before that, you're going to need to fire them because they are not bringing out your beautiful undertones because you have great skin and you have a beautiful color. You're a black woman, girl. You don't want to be walking around here looking like a ghost. Come on, Casper. What in the fuck? I don't like it. I don't like when black women put other black women down. I don't like when people put one another down. I don't like none of that shit. But let's not forget that what you put out to other people can also come back to you. All right? Dig yourself. Dig yourself. You dig? You out here laughing and giggling and ha-ha and hee-heeing about somebody else who ain't giving a flipping dip about what you think and what you doing because they doing better than you because they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing is out there feeding the people that want to see the negativity, that like the negativity. Those are the people you're feeding. You're not feeding people like me. You know, the people that want to see the positivity and that want to see you grow and want to see the growth. I think Tamar's a lost cause. But you have potential because some of the things that you say make sense and coincide with what I'm saying. If I'm in a relationship, yes, I only want to be with that person. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of girl that's going to be in a relationship and looking somewhere else. Those things, those values are what I stand by. You dig? But talking about other people and laughing about other people just because somebody is bitter in their life. I don't give a flipping dip how long y'all been friends. Friends should be able to call each other out. Nah, girl, we not going to do that. Okay? I remember back when Barack Obama was running for president of the United States, and this woman came up there and said that Barack Obama, she don't like him because he's an Arab. And John McCain said, no, we're not doing that. Nah, that's not true. That man is an American citizen. We're not going to do that. And, you know, although they disagreed on things, you know, their policies, because one was a Republican and one was a Democrat, he was not going to allow anybody to disrespect him. And Obama did the same thing. And that's how friends, real true friends, treat one another. You know what I'm saying? Look, girl, you had a line for doing that. This woman ain't doing nothing to you. First of all, she is my friend. That's another thing you should have pointed out. She's also my friend. Okay? She is also my friend, and that is just out of line, okay? And some women are bigger than other women. Some women are smaller than other women. Did you not know that people come in all shapes and sizes in this world? So you just gonna call her out because she's happy and you're mad and you still running with this storyline? You have not proven anything that you have said about anything, Tamar and Nene, for you to co-sign anything that she's saying without proof shows that you're headed down a path where you're just gonna allow people to come on your show like Tasha did and tell all these lies when people actually know the truth. Now, I wanna continue to support you. But if you're going to continue with this kind of behavior, and I know you don't give a flip and dip about me because I only got 2 subscribers, but that's not the point. The point is I respect women that stand above the fray and the nonsensical bullshit, naive that other black women portray on their own peers, on other black women, on their friends, on their families, and so forth and so on. I just rebuke you in the name of you know what. Okay, I rebuke you and your bullshit. Get it together. Get your shit together. That's all I got to say on this subject, and that's that. Lo-Ryders, please get down in these comments and tell me what you think about this video. Everything I did say and said is alleged and in my opinion with some actual and factual and just some personal opinions because I don't like that. I try not to do that. I do my very best not to talk about people. But sometimes people need to know when they're throwing a rock, 3 more can be thrown back at them. Some people are just too scared to say things. I'm not afraid to say it. You can say whatever you want to say about Lois X Brundage Vance, but what I answer to is God. Peace. I'm out.